Oh, hello, buddy. It's Sergeant here, and welcome to Ranked number 19. Yes, that is right. I'm back with another episode of Ranked. And if you don't know what Ranked is, it is where I go through the comics from my latest haul, or in this case, hauls, as this was. My latest haul is number 23. This is ranked number 19. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hauls back now, but I only have 2 others read. So I have 3 latest hauls since that I have actually read. But 5. It's been 5 hauls ago since I got these books. And it's actually been a few weeks now since I have read these books. I actually I know what happened, but with the WILDSTORM, let's just say, I kind of it's kind of mixed and jumbled together, but which I kind of enjoy, because that means I could probably read it again and really enjoy it. But yeah, so I rank the books from my least favorite to my favorite. I got 6 comics today. Now normally I would probably put the WILDSTORMs and the Amazing Spider-Man together, and you know what? I think I will do just that, but I'll show the books separately first, and then I think I'll rank them together. So technically, I'm only doing 4 rankings today, but I have 6 comics and just they're getting paired together. But I'll show the covers separately first, and I'll also give my cover of the haul here too. So I have the WILDSTORM issue number 1, WWE issue number 2, The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 19.1. The Uncanny Avengers issue number 8, which was an issue I was missing. I was missing the Amazing Spider-Man issues too, the WILDSTORM issue number 2, and the Amazing Spider-Man number 20.1. So I finished off the Amazing Spider-Man from the last volume, and I got an issue I was missing for Uncanny Avengers. So I have all the issues now. Well, besides the last 2 that have come out, but yeah. So now I'm gonna stick the WILDSTORM together, and I'm gonna stick the Amazing Spider-Man together. So yes, there we go. By the way, my cover, or technically covers of the week, because I just can't decide. Oh, sorry for my camera's not in focus or something. But covers of the week are gonna go through the WILDSTORM issues number 1 and 2. I don't know. I can't choose one that's better over this. I just love the cover layout and the whole theme of the series. I guess it's not the ending of the WILDSTORM imprint. It's actually like the beginning of this new WILDSTORM universe, like this more grounded universe. It seems like, possibly, I think is what they were saying. But yeah. But now, I actually got myself more recording time now because I delete some stuff, so I got a little under 30 minutes. I got a little over 29. It's just 29:09 to record this. I'm going to take my time, talk about all I want to talk about with these books, but at the same time, it'd be kind of nice to get this out of the way, and maybe I could do another one of these tonight, although I kind of did. By the way, when I'm recording this, if for some reason it doesn't come out tonight, which it's gonna, but just to be safe, I'm recording this the night of May 11th. So yeah, but anyway, we're gonna get started now with my least favorite, which technically in this case will be my number 4, and I guess I'll give it to the Uncanny Avengers issue number 8. Don't get me wrong, all these issues were actually great. Don't get me wrong, this was a great issue. I really enjoyed this. Character introductions are great. I really loved how this issue revolved around Rogue, who is one of my favorite X-Men. It was just everything. I just like the others better. I don't know. To see the characters and to see the characters as different as they were at Pleasant Hill and stuff was really cool. Standoff was a very good event, I thought, from the stuff I've read, and I haven't read all of it. I've only read the tie-ins through Uncanny Avengers and All New, All Different Avengers, and one of the one-shots, which I think was Alpha, maybe? I don't know. I haven't read the end and everything. I haven't read the Captain America stuff, but yeah, and some other, a lot of tie-ins I haven't read, but, I don't know. Very good. The Deadpool stuff was pretty cool in here. He is the fireman or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The Vision, I really thought Vision's part in here was cool. To see him, he was kind of sad. I mean, he's like, yeah, I knew something was up because I didn't feel pain or whatever he said. It's pretty cool. I don't really know what to say about this issue because I don't want to I don't want to give away the full story. Not that anything huge happened here per se. The bit where Rogue was having like flashbacks about Professor X, Charles Xavier, and how he's helped her come up with a plan to so she knows when she's being telepathically messed with. So I thought that was cool, and that's how like Rogue got free and stuff. And even though how does that not work with the Red Skull now? But whatever. In the current arc, but that's fine. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna move on now with my number 3, which is gonna have to be the Amazing Spider-Man issues number 19 and 20.1, which is part 4 and 5 of the Spiral story. A really good story arc overall. This arc contains a character I really like, named freaking, now I forget, named Rafe. I really like Rafe, the character, or yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, Lord knows though, which is Yuri Watanabe. We get some background on her, like we get to see some background on her. We get to see the fall of Yuri Watanabe throughout this arc, and also we get to see a great villain in Mr. Negative, who's like the main villain of the arc. He's the one pulling the strings. It's really cool. There's all like this story arc revolves around the mob, like the who's the kingpin, who owns the streets of New York. It's just so good. 19.1 saw the Circus of Crime in there, which is cool. These two the interactions between Rafe and Spider-Man are really great in these issues, and just the personal like the thoughts we get to see Spider-Man play in Spider-Man's head are great, and just to see that the fall of Yuri Watanabe, that was a great story, really fun, and I don't know, I don't know what else to say. So I guess we're gonna move on to my number 2, which will feel my number 1. Which is gonna have to. This is great because I can put these books away now, or at least some of them. I actually can only put the Spider-Man away because I haven't put like my lower letters away yet. But my number 2, which will feel my number 1, so we have WWE number 2 and WILDSTORM issues number 1 and 2. And my number 2 is going to have to go to WWE issue number 2. This was a really great issue. I've loved every issue of WWE so far because I'm a huge wrestling fan, like literally my life. But yeah, we got to see a lot in this issue. We got to see, well, basically everything after the last issue sort of rounded up into a quick story up until Seth Rollins' injury that he suffered when he was champion. And just to see the thoughts of the Seth Rollins character, get to see like the interactions, like it really builds on, like it kind of builds on the current storyline going on now, or like the current Seth Rollins now. Like this really, like this is how WWE creative should have been, like it should have been right in Seth Rollins. They should have shown, like, I mean, it kind of is in a way, but like this is like, it makes sense. Like it's just written so well. Seth Rollins' character, I kind of don't like. I feel like this story is like skipping over important events. Like this issue kind of skipped over some important matches and events that happened during Seth Rollins' title reign. But it got the Brock Lesnar match, was cool. We got a glimpse of The Undertaker, which was really cool since he's my favorite of all time. And then we had, I think we had an Ultimate Warrior little story at the back of this issue, but then it led to the live event where he got injured, where he was facing Kane. It was really cool. There was like last few pages were really great with the dialogue of Seth Rollins' inner thoughts, and like the monologue it would be. I don't know why I couldn't remember that word for the life of me, but I don't know. So we got to see like a little bit of everybody and everything. I think, did we get more Shawn in this issue, or is that just issue 1? I forget. But there's Triple H, Brock, Paul. The Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman stuff is kind of cool. This series has a tendency not to show like events as they actually happen, because it showed how Brock Lesnar got suspended on Raw. But in real life he F5'd Michael Cole, but in the comic here he F5's like a random like personnel. Like now he F5'd Michael Cole. I can't. Oh well. But whatever. And I think Booker T was on commentary like that. He wasn't on commentary at this time, but whatever. At least I don't think he was. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on to my number one now, which I have a lot to say, or at least I did when I was first going to record this video. But now I kind of don't remember as much as what happened or what I want to say about these books. But my number one for this haul, and this is actually the reason I decided to put these the books together, because I didn't want to have to rank between issues number 1 and 2 of WILDSTORM. And there's no point to, because it's one continuous story, so I couldn't rank one over the other. I had them ranked over the other, but I just didn't like it. So, issues 1 and 2 of WILDSTORM are my number one this week. They come out on top on this week, this haul. These were so good. WILDSTORM, with these 2 issues, is possibly like one of my favorite series now. It's like on the edge, if not in my top 5 now, maybe. I haven't been able to pick up number 3 yet. Number 4 is going to be out like probably this upcoming week or the week after. But I haven't been able to get issue number 3 yet because my shop owner didn't order any in, because he didn't know that I put it on my pull list, because nobody else gets it but me. Now, I actually didn't get these at my regular comic shop. All these books I got at like a shop that's like 45 minutes away from me. But like I really liked these, and then I went to add it on my pull list. So this is on my pull list. These are such good issues, and like these issues are about to get some recap and reviews. Maybe I'm gonna have to reread these. I kind of forget sort of what happened. The characters in this are so good. I feel like Celot's kind of just thrown in there a bit. I forget her like actual name or whatever, her C-Lot, her code name. She's kind of thrown in there. We only see her a short bit in the beginning of issue 1, then we don't see her like whatsoever, even though she's on the cover. Then in issue 2, you see her a tiny bit, I think, also. She hasn't really played much part. Angela Spicker, who I forget, I think she might have a code name in this, but I forget it. She has the mech, she's the lady with the mech like suit that comes out of her, like she has a mech suit like inside of her somehow. She opens up the issue after C-Lot confronting the businessman, which turns out in issue 2 we find out, or maybe in issue 1, like he's actually corrupt. Like there's all these different corporations, businesses. There's like 3 big corporations / big businesses in this that are like different groups that are like, it's like the different groups of this universe, and it's really good. Then of course we have Grifter between these two, whose name is oh my god, I know that. Oh my god, it's something cool. It's something cool. What's his name? Oh, ho, ho, ho. That hurts. Let me actually search this. His real name, Grifter's real name. I love Grifter. He was, of the Image books of the Wildcats, Grifter was kind of the one, like, he might have been my favorite. I like C-Lot too, but C-Lot hasn't really been used. I didn't really know a lot of them. We got to see Lady, Fudu, I think her name is. Is it Lady Fudu? No, it's just Fudu. We got to see Fudu in these 2 issues a tiny bit, not much. I don't really know the WILDSTORM Wildcats, like, universe characters that much. But I know little bits. But, like, this was just a really fun story between these 2. Oh my god. The tabs. I forgot some of the tabs I had open. I forgot. Oh my god. I was looking up some, like, friggin' hilarious stuff. Sorry about that. But no, these issues, I can't explain anymore. I had stuff planned that I was gonna say. Like, this was some spectacular storytelling. Warren Ellis, I guess, like, these are the characters that made him popular, or partially. Like, I'm so glad that he's writing this. Like, if this is how he writes, like, if this is his quality of writing. Like, I might have to be picking up more Warren Ellis stuff because, damn, this was some good storytelling. I can't wait to read issue 3 and just all the issues, because if it keeps up with this quality of the first 2 issues, this could become one of my favorite series of all time, if I'm being honest, because it already seems to have that potential. I don't read much DC. This actually is the only DC series on my pull list right now. Like, that's saying something. Like, out of all the DC titles right now, this probably shouldn't be the one I'm picking up, that I shouldn't like the most. But I haven't read that many, but like, oh, it's so good. Speaking of DC, I might be picking up more Flash issues, because I realized my shop actually has like the next Flash issue, which would be 2. But yeah, just want to throw that in there. But oh, so good. Like, this makes me want to read more DC, because I don't know, like, what kind of storytelling they got going over there. But if anything else is like this, then I mean, I doubt. This feels like it's a one-of-a-kind property. And I guess this isn't the ending of the WILDSTORM imprint or something, or maybe it is of like the WILDSTORM title or something. I don't know. I thought it was the ending of something to do with WILDSTORM. I guess this is the beginning of like a whole new WILDSTORM universe though, or something. Unless it's only for that limited time. I don't know. Like, I guess it's the beginning though, is what Warren Ellis was saying in the back of the book, and like the excerpt at the back of the book was saying like this is the beginning. Like, if there's more WILDSTORM stuff coming out in the future, I'm probably gonna pick it up at this point. But yeah, I know Grifter's real name. I got distracted with talking to you guys. I forgot to search it up. It's something. It's Cole Cash. Yes, Cole Cash, because it was like alliteration. But yeah, I legitimately, I don't know the words that I'm trying to say right now to explain how good. If you guys have not picked up this series, if you guys are a fan of the WILDSTORM characters, all the Wildcats and stuff, the classic Image stuff, DC Bottom, the WILDSTORM imprint stuff, if you guys are a fan of those characters and aren't reading this for some reason, which why wouldn't you be if you're a fan, pick it up. Like, if you're like, oh, it's not going to be the same, give it a try. It's really good. I'm not a big fan. I really enjoyed this. Like, it's kind of more grounded in a way, yet it still has the, like, superhero-y, like, unrealistic aspects to it, of course. Then there's also new readers. If you haven't read WILDSTORM / Wildcats, all those character stuff before, you can read this and not really have any issues. Like, I mean, you might have to get used to the characters, but like, they're also kind of new characters at the same time. They're innovative. They're new and improved. They're new and innovative characters. Like, they're not exactly the same as they used to be. You don't need to read anything else, and like, you can be a new reader. You can read this book just fine. Like, if you haven't read WILDSTORM stuff before, just pick this book up, give it a try, see what you think. If you don't like it, hell, get rid of the issue or something, like, or just give it to a friend, like, sell it, give it back to the comic shop. I don't know, but like, you can pick up this book and be fine and not need to know anything and enjoy this story, because that's what I did. So, for the most part, I knew a little bit about the characters. I've read a few Wildcats issues, but like, for the most part, I don't know that much about these characters and the imprint of WILDSTORM and the Wildcats and all that. But this property on its own, this new WILDSTORM series, the WILDSTORM, this new DC series, the WILDSTORM, it's a great property to be picking up, in my opinion, right now, and I highly recommend you give it a try. I recommend give it a 2-issue try like I did, just to kind of go a bit more in. But I can understand why you want to go 1 issue. I at least pick up 1 issue, I'd say. But I think the whole product goes together better when you have the combination. It's kind of a story that's really great when you read it like together in a way. But at the same time, you can read it separately. I'm sure it's still great. I just ended up reading these like sort of one. I think I actually read. had quite a bit of space, I think, between. Or no, I think I did read them in a row. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I recommend getting. But I mean, why wouldn't you? This is a great cover with Grifter, and like, Grifter does feature probably a bit more heavily in this issue. I don't know. Grifter's like one of the more popular characters. I recommend getting both, unless like by issue 3's already out. You can probably pick up like the first free. Give the first arc a try. You could even wait for the trade. I like getting the solo issues because I like having the different covers and stuff, and I just like having the comics. Like I like the style of the comics. Like I don't know. I just like having it in my hand, and a collector and everything. But yeah, highly recommend this series. Don't know what else I can say. So I'm going to end the video now. So this video is way longer than I thought it was going to be, but that is absolutely fine because I got to talk and rant, and I think it was fun. And if you have watched all the way through this video, I thank you a lot because I enjoy making these most of the time. Sometimes it feels a bit more forced because I have a schedule like that comic show. Sometimes like earlier today, that comic show was a bit forced and quick because I had to get it done because I wanted to get to this because this is the video. These the comic calls and the ranks I really enjoy making because I get to spew my thoughts. You guys get to hear my opinion, and hopefully if I can get one of you guys to read something I'm reading, I think it's good, and I can get one of you guys to read it and really enjoy it, like that would be great. I recommend WILDSTORM. That's all I'm saying for the last time. And I really do have to end this video because if I go much longer, I'll run out of recording space. So yes, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you would like to. So leave some comments. I love to see some comments. I know I haven't been good on responding lately, but that's because my devices have been like bugging out when I try to respond to comments. But yeah, leave comments. I love that. If any of you have read the WILDSTORM, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you think it's any good. If you're like, oh, it's not as good as the old stuff. I kind of do want to pick up some old WILDSTORM stuff. But I think this, I don't know if it's just me and like I don't know. I might like you guys, like the general public might not like this series, but I really hope it sees. I hope to see its 24 issue run in full, and I can't wait to. So yes, but yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. And anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video. By the way, don't expect any videos from me this weekend besides possibly Sunday. So this is the last video you'll be getting for a few days, or possibly know my schedule possibly till next Thursday. So you might have to. It might be a week because I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to record. I even know I have 2 other ranks to make, and that's just for now. Like, they keep piling up, and I have 3 recap reviews to make. But anyway, guys, those will all come out at some point. My next. I'm kind of trying to get the ranks out of the way, but at the same time I want to get the Riverdales out of the way. But we'll see what happens. But yes, anyway, finally, guys, it's finally ending now. Anyway, guys, I will see you all in the next video. And peace out. Bye. Read WILDSTORM.